Habitat for Humanity of Bergen County is proud to celebrate 25 years of building affordable homes in Bergen County. In 1994, in response to the demand for affordable housing in Bergen County, New Jersey, Habitat for Humanity of Bergen County was born. Our mission is consistent with that of our parent organization, to provide decent, affordable homes for our hard-working Bergen County families. Since our founding, we have built and/or renovated over 100 homes in Bergen County. We have over 200 family members residing in Habitat Bergen homes. We have accomplished the above by partnering with corporations, community groups, and faith-based organizations. Habitat Bergen collaborates with other not-for-profits, building food pantries, community gardens, renovating senior affordable housing, cleaning community parks, and the like. Each year we tithe a part of our fundraised dollars to our sister affiliates in other parts of the world, supporting their mission to provide safe and affordable housing. Using volunteer labor and donated funds and materials, Habitat builds or rehabilitates simple, decent homes and sells them to low-income families at cost, but with no interest charged. Habitat is a people-to-people partnership, which joins all of us together regardless of race, nationality, religion, or socioeconomic status.
You always really want to be prepared for things, and in 2012 we were not prepared enough. When Hurricane Sandy came with her vengeance, she took out 3/4 of Little Ferry, and you don't know what it's like until you don't have a blow dryer or you don't have the security of a car, because everything really had been wiped out. You would drive down the streets in Little Ferry and Moonachie, and all their belongings were on the curb. Everybody's life was on the curb. But as my dad said, it's just things. But you sit back and you say, now where do I go? What do I do? There are a lot of great places that we can invest our money, but Habitat to me now is one of the finest. They not only made the walls go up, they made our house as a home again. You don't know what it's like when you're back to the bare walls. You don't know what it's like when you don't have these things. I don't want to put anybody through this, but as a witness of it, these people gave of their time. They brought in the equipment, they brought in their talent. And when you talk about a gift, truthfully, they gave us the gift of life back. As I said, Habitat to me means that they made a house a home. They made my folks okay, and they made many of the citizens in Little Ferry and the residents just survive, but better than that, with people like Chris and his smile and his laughter. They made us move forward. And I thank you and I thank them so very much.
So it's been exciting to watch how much we have done in 25 years. It took a long time to get going, and I'm hoping that we really show what we have accomplished in 25 years. So lots of homes and lots of people who were pretty special to me at the time, and I think that's what we're all about, that opportunity to move forward.
We were a hardscrabble group. We were rolling up our sleeves and doing everything ourselves. And now we have a paid professional staff who bring professionalism to the organization that is terrific, along with lots and lots of volunteer support that keeps us going.
We really just find ourselves to be this incredible community with this incredible mission. And knowing that Habitat is a way for people to become homeowners in our community, in our Bergen County community, which is very affluent as a general rule and which has needs for other people that sometimes are forgotten, gives me great comfort to know that there's still ways to bring in families like the one I grew up in and allow them to be homeowners in Bergen County and send their kids to our schools and be part of a community that raised me and my siblings, and I know we can raise the rest of them pretty well too.
I've been involved with Habitat for 14 years. I got involved through a person that was a close friend of mine that was working down in Edgewater. And he talked about it, and I wanted to get involved in Habitat, having no idea that Habitat existed in Bergen County. So I started as a volunteer down in Englewood, and I worked on site for several years, became involved as a board member. I also was a donor to the organization, but it became a passion, and my passion was the families. That there are people don't understand in Bergen County, there are people that want a home, they just need a hand. They need the hand to reach out to them and help them, and that's what Habitat has been.
We could not do the work we do without the help and support of volunteers, donors, and our corporate partners. And of course, we wouldn't be able to do that without the assistance of our gray heads. With the first build in Teaneck, a group of volunteers became regulars. They were originally known as Wednesday and Friday Crew. That original group of volunteers were 60 years or older, retired, and wanted that volunteer experience. As they got to know each other, they decided they wanted a different name and adopted the name Greyheads. With more than 25 plus active members, they are still going strong today. Two years ago, Habitat Bergen embarked on a new journey and opened up the Habitat Bergen Restore. The purpose of the Restore is to sell new or gently used furniture, household goods, and building materials to the public for a fraction of the retail price. It keeps items from going to landfills and helps to raise the money needed to build even more homes. All proceeds go to support the building of affordable housing for local families in Bergen County. Our current project is in Washington Township, where we are building 4 units. 2 are designated for seniors and 2 for veterans. We hope to have a ribbon cutting to welcome the new owners to their home before the end of November.
It's something that I've been praying for years, and I just, it was hard to see how it was going to happen living by New York City in this area. Johnny and I had moved into his apartment that he lived for 25 years when we got married, and we said we're going to do our best to save and buy a home. And both of us took on 2 jobs to be able to make that dream come true. And our life was waking up at 5:30 in the morning, coming back home right before Johnny's bedtime, and getting to see him for a little bit before he goes to bed, and paying money for babysitters. And so all the money that we tried to save for housing, it's as if there was never enough. I just was on my knees one day and was praying. I said, please God, answer our prayer. And I opened my drawer, and in the drawer there was a card that this lady had given me 5 years ago about Habitat for Humanity. And I usually lose all the cards. And I had found that, and I remember sending an email. And I said, is there anything that you have for us? We have to leave our apartment and we need a home. Is there a build? And when we came to the meeting, and I was listening to the lady talking about Habitat for Humanity and the volunteers and how you get to buy a decent home with a decent price, and you don't have to work 3 and 4 jobs and depriving your child from his parents and putting your family aside to be able to just live and work only to buy a house, and that this was possible. I was just sobbing. I couldn't believe it. I said, this is too good to be true. And I applied, and once we got the mail, I was in shock. My husband videotaped me my reaction, because it was truly a dream come true and an answer to prayer of many years.
I believe that Habitat isn't just building homes, they're building future. And it's helping families. Like, otherwise we wouldn't be able to get out of where we were. You know, now my son, he'll be able to have a little backyard, and he has his own room. I don't know how people perceive this, but I'm a man of faith, and I've seen the hand of God work through Habitat. And that's a major thing for us, you know.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening at this important event where we're celebrating 25 years of building in Bergen County. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Habitat, for building our house.